So who will be the 6th person to win £1 million on the British version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and how will they do it? Join me as I watch and find out. So this is Don Fear. This is the guy who's going to win £1 million. He's a teacher and he's from Telford.
Observances lasts for the shortest period of time during the calendar year? Ramadan,
Some months.
Diwali, Lent,
40 days.
Hanukkah.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure it won't be Ramadan. That's a whole month. Lent is for the 40 days. Diwali, the Hindu lights.
Might be an
Hanukkah,
idea
Jewish
to
New Year.
play 50-50 on this. Hope it eliminates one.
I have to say, I'm not quite sure how long Diwali will last for.
No, me either.
I will take the 50-50 here, please.
Perfect question and answer situation here for 50-50, I would have thought. So computer...
As long as it doesn't leave
wrong
the
answers,
two
please.
you don't want. Okay, it's Diwali.
Well, I'll go with what I said. It was between Diwali and Hanukkah, so I will go Diwali, final answer.
Beautiful play, beautiful gamesmanship. Correct answer. Well done. £32,000.
Now, you probably think about setting your
It's close.
safety net at 64, wouldn't you? I
It
think.
lasts 5 days, and Hanukkah lasts for 8.
Oh, okay.
Ramadan, 29 or 30 days, and obviously Lent, as you said, is
40.
40 days. Right. Safety net at 64.
Yes, I think so. I've had dreams of going all the way to 500,000.
Yeah.
Free hit at the million, but
64 is a good amount of money.
Safety net 64, please.
Safety net, please. Can we set the second one at £64,000? Now we've got to get you down. And this is the question that'll do it. At the closest point, which island group is only 50 miles southeast of the coast of Florida?
Southeast, that'd be the Bahamas.
Bahamas, US Virgin Islands, Turks and Caicos Islands, or Bermuda?
Yeah,
And you should have
Bahamas.
It's A, Bahamas, final answer.
He knows his stuff. Liking this guy.
You need to
Really liking this guy. No, he doesn't. He's just playing it really well.
make you think you don't know. So you do know that. That's the right answer. 64.
Come on.
Pretty swift. Nothing to lose. Should we see the question?
Please.
Here it comes. Construction of which of these famous landmarks was completed first? Empire State Building,
About 1930.
Royal Albert Hall,
Ooh, late
Eiffel
19th.
Tower,
1889.
or Big Ben Clock Tower?
Oh, Puget Barry, that's going to be 1840s, 1852, wasn't it? About 1852.
Eiffel Tower, 1885.
So it's got to be
Big Ben,
the
presumably
clock
at
tower.
The rebuilding of the Palace of Westminster after 1834. Royal Albert Hall, of course, its name is after Prince Albert, who died in 1861.
Oh, he's got the good facts.
I think the clock tower
Liking
was
it.
built at the time of the rebuilding of the Palace of Westminster after the catastrophic fire.
It was late on, but
So
I think it
I'm gonna
opened
go D, final answer.
1852, the year that Puget died.
It's like sitting next to the internet in a pink shirt. That is the right answer. You've just won £125,000.
You're on the floor.
You're knows what you know.
It's Dave getting worried, Dave.
Come to get you. This is great, isn't it? You enjoying it?
I'm beside myself.
Don't lose it.
Trying to stay calm.
Don't lose it,
No,
whatever you do.
he's not. He's a good player.
Right, now, obviously things start having the words million in them now. Ready? I'm going to say it. This is your question for £250,000. Which of these cetaceans is classified as
That's
a
whales
toothed
and dolphins.
whale?
Okay.
Grey whale, minke whale, sperm whale, humpback whale.
I wouldn't be able to get
This
this.
one as well.
Oh.
A, P, and T are all baleen whales. So
Wow.
little krill, and the sperm whale is a beaked whale. So I'm going final answer C, sperm whale.
Wow. He's very good. Or this is all falling his lap, or both.
I'd like to
But
try
this
and
is
build
just
some
great.
tension
You can't.
into this. Give people a sense that you may be wrong, but they know you're not, and you aren't. That is the right answer. £250,000.
Those last two questions were actually genuinely tricky questions for most people. Those buildings, how many people are going to know when they were built? Empire State Building, you can make a guess that it's kind of 1920s, 1930s. But that aside, you've got 3 19th century buildings. You need to know that the Eiffel Tower was built for the Paris Exposition of 1889. You need to know that the Albert Hall was built with money raised during the Great Exhibition of 1851, but built sometime later, and you need to know that chronology. And you need to know about the fire in the Houses of Parliament, and the fact that it was reconstructed from the 1830s to the 1850s, 60s onwards. So even with that knowledge, you're kind of tossing up between the clock tower and Royal Albert Hall. Correctly, he used the right logic that actually the vast majority of the rebuilding of the House of Parliament was done before the Albert Hall was constructed. So clock tower was a really good answer. And then it follows up with a question about whales, where you have to know which of the 3 are baleen whales and which one is known as a toothed whale. For most people, you just wouldn't know that. And phone a friend, it would be very, very dicey. You've got to have a bit of an interest in that, or studied it. So for him to just know it like that, I mean, that's the mark of a quiz. As somebody who can get architecture and history on the one hand, somebody who can get biological sciences on another hand. He's just got a range, and he's very, very good.
He's called Donald. He's on £250,000, £250,000,
That'd be nice.
and he has 3 lifelines remaining. That's one of the things that's worried me, actually. I'm one of them. Mind you, you've got 2 phone a friend, so it's possible.
2 phone a friends has to be a real advantage with the lockdown COVID version of Millionaire versus the normal one where you have Ask the Audience. I think if you have 2 really good phone a friends, you should get a much higher amount of money than you otherwise would be likely to. So it'd be interesting to see if he needs both of them and how he uses them and who they are.
Just ask, how do you absorb the amount of information that you've obviously absorbed in your life?
I don't know really. As a history teacher, obviously my job is to know stuff, and so I've always found it naturally from an early age to I pored over atlases. I read atlases for fun, and obviously I maybe learned lists of kings and queens and that kind of thing, and just enjoyed doing it.
So it's
Now this annoys me. Nobody goes to David Beckham, Cristiano Ronaldo and goes, how do you kick the ball so well? Why is it that when it comes to knowledge that people can't see that there's a natural aptitude and work that goes into this? It annoys me that people don't treat the acquisition and the recall of knowledge seriously.
But it obviously sits in your head as though it's written down. Well, are you the sort of person who can't find your wallet or your spectacles, or?
All the time.
Yeah.
I'm the most frustrating
So
person.
here we have the archetype of the dotty professor. So thanks for that, Jeremy. this guy deserves respect rather than just kind of, you're a bit eccentric knowing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, your head must be so full of this kind of stuff that there's no room for
practical things, things that actually matter. You're quite right.
Cliche.
Can you string anything together? Can you wire a plug?
I can wire a plug.
You can wire a plug.
Jeremy.
We don't have to do that anymore.
Jeremy.
Well, this is all just too exciting for words, isn't it? You are now 2 questions away. You only have to know 2 more things. And you're the first person in my tenure to win £1 million. Here comes your question.
Come
for
on.
£500,000.
Come on.
Who's the only British... This is lucky, isn't it? Who's the only British politician to have held...
Okay, who is the only British politician to have held all 4 of the great offices of state at some point in their career? This is a quiz chestnut. This is not a £500,000 question. Now, it's going to be difficult for a lot of people, but not this guy. He is going to know this. I'm surprised that this is at that value, I have to say. I think it's very similar to another question that's been on this series, I think, or series previously.
All 4 great officers of state at some point during their career.
He's going to know this.
David Lloyd George.
He's smiling.
Harold Wilson.
Look at this. He said, I can't believe my luck. I've got a quiz chestnut.
John Major.
That's unbelievable. The way the expressions are falling. Okay, it's Sonny Jim, of course. I couldn't actually tell you what Lloyd George was, besides Prime Minister. He was Chancellor as well. Harold Wilson, I think he was only Secretary of the Board of Trade, besides Prime Minister. John Major, he was the worst Chancellor this country's ever had, as well as Prime Minister. But it's James Callaghan was all 4. James Callaghan, final answer.
Yeah, I mean, very solid, but not a £500,000 question. But take it. I'd take it. I wouldn't be apologetic.
See, people from various other programmes being made in this building are starting to wander into the back of the studio.
Okay, so now we're going to get, for 3rd or 4th time in the Jeremy Clarkson era, the opportunity to see £1 million question. He's still got 2 phone a friends left. He's still got Ask Jeremy. This guy is, if we didn't know already that he was going to win £1 million, we'd be kind of banking on it right now. It would have to be quite a perverse question with 2 phone a friends. Even then, you've got to have balls to go for it. But this is his chance. This is his shot.
It's that kind of a moment. I mean, I forget how many people have won £1 million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but you know that.
6, I think.
6. You could be the 7th. What are you hoping it is, topic-wise? You've had your
We won't have another politics, really. Let's have a geography, please.
geography.
Let's have a geography, or a history, or a science.
There's been a few things missing. It's been a lack of sport,
When I can
not
answer,
that much entertainment.
Okay, let's
I don't
find
think.
out, shall we?
There's been
Let's
any
find
music?
out. Here it comes. The £1 million question. In 1718, which pirate died in battle off the coast of what is now North Carolina?
Oh,
Calico Jack,
it's not Captain Kidd. He was
Blackbeard,
hanged.
Bartholomew Roberts, or Captain Kidd?
This is a toughie, I think. You either know it or you don't.
I taught piracy 1 year.
Really?
At a special unit we did as part of a crime and punishment unit. And I'm pretty sure... I'm supposed to say now how Calico Jack, Bart Roberts and Captain Kidd died when and where. I can't remember, to be quite honest. I do remember that Blackbeard died in 1718 off the coast of North Carolina. Blackbeard, final answer.
That it? You're just going for it? Wow. This guy.
My heart's now up to 200 BPM as well. You're actually sweating out of your eyes.
I always do.
Don't fear. You just won £1 million! You've done it!
Very good, very, very well done.
Oh, that's incredible. How easy was that? I mean, every question fell for me. Unbelievable. No trivia. Not a single trivia question.
No, but that, how did you know that? Where did it?
That's interesting. No trivia questions. He is meaning those esoteric bits of nonsense that just fall outside of your knowledge. I can think of questions where we've had people ask, what colour is the right-hand ring on the Olympic logo, or what colour is the second G in the Google logo, or how many lines are there on the contactless logo, things like that, which you've seen it a million times, but when you're asked to answer it in a seat, it's not impossible. And yet he has got through 15 questions without anything like that, and you need that. He's had luck, things have fallen his way, but he has shown knowledge. And you know what, when things fall your way, they fall your way because you've put in the work, because you've got the knowledge. He's got a range of knowledge. He's fully deserving of this, of the accolade, of the money, of the attention that's going to come his way. What a player. If you enjoyed that video, please click the subscribe button for more content related to quizzing and quizzes.